Oh, hey guys, we're going right back to basics here. Guess what? I am doing the evolution of my light from natural light to actually some speed lights. And then we're gonna go into strobes as well. So you're gonna see some strobes too. Good stuff? Check it out. I'm gonna play with the speed lights. I'm gonna talk about the power settings and what I'm doing. I'm a trial and error guy. So I shoot it, I look at it, and then I tweak it. So I've got the Canon, this is the STE3RT speedlight transmitter, and it's got all of them on separate channels. So I've got an A, B, and C, and I'm on manual, and I'm at 1/64th power on the A and B channels, and I'm bumping up the fill. This is my beauty light. She's already beautiful, but this one fills some stuff when the face starts to do some funky stuff. Like if we smile, we get these laugh lines. I want to fill those laugh lines from the bottom, and I like to do it with a little more juice. And that creates the beauty light. So you fill these I call it crevice face, where you get the shadows in here. You don't want shit. Well, who wants shadows in there? So you fill it really beautifully, and that's why I use the 3-light setup. So let's see what we can get with Marina. Chin out and down. Yep, hold that. Hint of a smile. Work your nostrils over here. Oh my gosh, guys. We got activity. Gorgeous. I usually don't use this setup for men. I usually use it for women because I like shadowing guys a little bit more. So this is usually like my women's setup. With a guy, I use the same scenario that I used with Neville with these lights set up that way. Speed lights are a great way to get yourself started and get your feet wet in headshot photography if you want to, or using it for your portraiture. And these rapid box strips are amazing. If you're going to use a speed light setup, it's going to save you some bucks, and you're going to have some limitations. For instance, when I shoot continuously, I shoot as fast as I want. If she's giving me great stuff, which she does consistently, I could shoot really fast. And I don't like that strobe going off in front of my subject's face when I'm shooting fast. Plus, the speed lights run off of batteries, and the batteries could potentially die, or the charging isn't as quick as if you're plugged in, or if you have one of the strobes that shoots really fast. But the one thing that you're gonna miss on speed lights is that there's no modeling light, so it's all dark in there. If you look at her right now, it's really dark. So when I look in, it's dark. I really can't see the expression as well, and she's gonna have larger pupils right now, and when the flash goes off, she's gonna have a big pupil. So I like small pupils due to real estate in the eye. So she's got green eyes that are beautiful. When the pupil's black, right? The bigger it is, the more black in the eye. The smaller it is, the more green in the eye. So I'm gonna turn on the modeling lights if it's a strobe as bright as possible, or I'm gonna shoot continuous light, which is my preference. And with this, the only suggestion that I have, if you shoot this setup, what I would do, and I could have done it because I have a window right there, you put the window behind you. So the person has to look out the window. If it's a sunny day, it's gonna bring that pupil down, and that's gonna help you. Does that make sense? So do that, but we're gonna see the FJ400 in action next, so watch out for that. Guys, this is exciting stuff now. So I've been working with Westcott for years. I love all their products, and they just upped their game by bringing out some strobes that are phenomenal. And I am working with the FJ400 on my key light. I consider this my key light of the triangle. I've got another FJ400 up here, and I've got the FJ200, brand spanking new, never been shot before by myself. Down here is my fill light, my beauty light. So I'm excited to try it. I want to see what it does. The other thing that I did was I cranked up the modeling lights so they're really bright, and Marina's pupil is coming down and getting smaller. So that is helpful, so I can see a little bit more green in her eye. So let's take some shots and see how it compares to the speed lights, see how it compares to natural light, see how it compares to the Syndicate, the Flex. All right. Good, that's it. Scooch back a smidge. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it. Go nose toward the windows a little bit. Let's try that. Oh, the hair's looking good now. What's going on? How'd you get it out of your face like that? Good, that's good. And you know what the thing is about these? Is that I'm shooting really fast, and they keep up with me every time, and it's perfect exposure every time. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. Freeze the body that way. Go nose over that way a little bit. Hold that. Nose over that way a little bit. There you go. Good. Scooch the body just a little. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that. And then shoulder just maybe just try to maybe possibly, If you're thinking about which lights to buy and whether you need a speed light or you need a strobe like this, in a studio situation, I really like to have strobes. If you're running and gunning, you can have a smaller speed light. It's a smaller source. I like bigger sources. I want more power. I want more speed. These suckers are awesome. And you can go anywhere with them because they're on batteries. So it's just a little bit more to lug around, but you got way more capability with them than a speed light. I like strips a lot. So I'm subtly, always subtly tweaking my lights. But it's the same, similar configuration of this triangle. It gives me the beauty light that I want. That fill underneath is so key for me. And then the left-hand side of the triangle I consider my key. This I consider the light that lights the eyes. If this is too high, you get a little shadowing in the eyes. I like the light really low, so it comes in like this, and I angle it like this, and then we fill underneath. And the way these three combine create that beauty light that is amazing for your client. Like clients come in and they just never been in light like this. So I showed you the speed lights, right? And we know the limitations that speed light has compared to these strobes, which have more juice, more power, more blah, 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 blah. And the limitations that I think they have over a continuous light LED setup, like the one, my kit of choice, the Cineflex kit. So, but you got to see it all. So then you guys figure out how to build your kit up so you can get the best out of your work and continually grow as a photographer and do what I did whenever I was working and I made more money with my photography. Then I was able to invest in the gear to get to where I wanted to go. So set some goals for yourself, for your work, for the kit that you want to build out, because once you buy gear and it works well for you, you get accustomed to it and it makes your whole experience so much better. Because with me, I don't think about my gear. I don't want you guys thinking about your gear. I want you, if you have a human being in front of your camera, you've got to pay attention to them. And knowing your gear and knowing what you're doing helps that. So I hope you enjoyed these couple setups, and I hope that you get inspired to do it for yourself. And I am here for you. I coach on the Headshot Crew. You can join for free. You can come check it out with me. I'd love to see your work and seeing what you're doing, and I will be seeing you very soon. 3, 2, 1, shebang!